When we started the band, the initial idea was to write and release an EP, a 6-song EP, which these 6 songs were Shape Your Reality, Higher, Playing with Fire, Time to Rise, If Angels Are Real, and Way of the Light. We started getting small record deals, little distribution deals first, and then, you know, bigger labels started getting a hold of us and asking what we were planning on doing. That's when we started thinking, well, should we maybe try to find a label? Because the idea initially was to just self-release it. I sent it to Yop and Nuclear Blast, and he was really interested, and we ended up signing the deal. Once we signed the deal, we went back into our home studios and basically redid the work again, you know, recorded 7 more songs. Some of my favorite songs are from the second session, to be perfectly honest, because I think we were more mature as a band. We were more, you know, into the idea of writing together and all that. As far as the writing goes, it was still very much me and Christian, but everybody else was more involved this time around.
This is the first time I've written and recorded an album digitally. And I must say I'm positively surprised by the process in this, because as much as I prefer being in the same room with the people I work with, this was something new.
It was basically me and Christian sending WhatsApp messages back and forth. You know, I'll sing him a melody, he would send me a recording singing it back, or he'll send me a guitar part. I'll learn that part and send it back to him. So in that aspect, I would say that the only difference between working online and, you know, with members in different continents and being in a room with everybody the entire time is the time that something takes. So in other words, if you're sitting with a bunch of musicians in a room and you want to hear something different from the keyboard player, say, hey, that G major right there, try this inversion instead. Now, if I'm standing in front of Jimmy, it's a lot easier to get that inversion than it is the way we do, where I have to go make like a mock-up of the part with the chord that I want, send it to him so he can listen to it, learn it, and then send it back. I mean, sometimes that can take 2 days, you know, depending on how big the change is.
This was really fun to do, because if either me or Bill wrote something, we could send that to each other, and the one could go in with fresh ears and a clear mind and add his own stuff to it. So that's why we did that until we felt like, okay, this song is done now. There's nothing more that we can do. So then we laid that aside and we worked on the next one. So that has been a very cool experience to do, and I'd like to do that again, but for the next record we're planning on having writing sessions, and maybe we do some overseas writing as well, who knows. But it was really fun.
We all have home studios where we can record the album, so everybody just did everything at home, everybody self-produced. Although major kudos to Jonas Kellgren, or Kjellgren is the right way to say it, I think. Major kudos to him for the mixing and mastering of this album, that it took it to a whole different level. None of us expected it to sound like that. Really, the importance of our engineers on this recording can't be overstated. As I mentioned before, we did it all at home, but all of us, just like Patrick did, we went into real studios to track, you know. And for me, half of the album was tracked in Los Angeles with Damian Heinold, and the second half was done with Jared Pritchard. At the end of the day, these people are able to get better performances out of us than if we were just sitting in a room.
So the drums on this Northdale record, nothing special. It was done like usual, as I did with my friend Wayne Hart so many times before. Good time recording, some good songs. I think that came out really well. And Dwayne, we owe him a lot of thanks for always helping out, especially me for helping me. And I sit behind the drum till I'm happy, or till Dwayne say, we're done, we have enough material.
I would say, all in all, Welcome to Paradise must have taken, I don't know, 9 months to get ready. But also, you know, nothing works on time or right with this band. Everything happens last minute like this. So it's just, you know, another thing to be on the book.